Peace Leads Webs, it's me, Sam of SG1, or Tony, back for my TFNation roundup video. Yeah, it's been over a week now since TFNation, since I got back from TFNation. 2 weeks ago, holy balls it started, shit balls. Yeah, I've let off doing my thoughts and feelings video till now due to the fact that A, I've been working, B, I was out on Saturday night, you know, and C, I've just been sort of collecting my thoughts about it really, because I was a bit sort of, you know, my brain was still going blah, 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 when I came back, and because it was such a fantastic event this year. They really pulled it out of the bag. I'm not going to mention anybody by name because I'll just forget. I'll forget somebody, and as soon as I start editing, I go, oh shit, yeah, there's that person I spoke to as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and remember, you know, the big things that happened, unless there's something that something specific about specific, except Rojas. It was nice to see Rojas. But yeah, it was just man, it was just magical. It really was. It was just an amazing event. Like I say, the Billy and the TFNation crew pulled it out of the bag. You know, it was just like, how can you top Stan Bush? And they fucking did. You know. But no, topped is the wrong word to use, you know. It was just fucking brilliant. It was, I can't quantify it. It was just so good. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try and remember the events as I remember them. So basically, Thursday morning, we set off a little bit later than we wanted to, but me and Lindsay set off about 9:15. On the Thursday morning, and we rocked up at the hotel. It was about 11:18, I think, when I looked at my phone. It was about 11:18, and so we couldn't get into our room till about 3 o'clock anyway. So basically, we thought, you know what, let's go and have a fucking drink. So we went in the bar and had a pint, and of course, the legend that is Peter Spellos was the first person I ran into when I walked in. I heard this just deep New York accent, Tony, and I turned around and there he was, larger than life, and it was like no time had passed. And I think I ain't seen Pete since, let me guess now, the last auto assembly, so we're talking 2015, so at least 4 years, and it was just basically, it was like no time had passed. And I introduced her to Lindsay. Lindsay couldn't believe I knew him, and it was chatting away and stuff like that. And he's planning a improv workshop in Manchester, so me and Lindsay will be definitely there, because I wanted to, you know, want to have a go. I don't think I'll be brave enough to do a show like that again. A show like that. I'll get onto the Improvincons later, but I don't think I'd be brave enough to do that. But I'd like to have a go, you know. I'd like to do the workshop. So the Manchester workshop meet, I think he's doing it in April next year, I think, which should be cool. Should be cool. Anyway, so chatting away to Pete, and I think it's Patrina and a few other people, Izza and stuff like that. I ran into Izza, said hello. I'm mentioning names already, I do apologise. Said I wouldn't, but you know, a few people. Anyway, we sat down and I noticed Greg Berger on his phone, because I think I'm trying to remember. I think they sequestered Peter off somewhere. I think they were taking him away somewhere. No, this was before this. Sort of, I'm looking around. I think Lindsay just brought me a pint, and as she brought me a pint, I looked over, and I saw Greg Berger, and he was on his phone, and he sort of looked up as I looked at him. So we sort of locked eyes for a second, and he goes like that, and then he comes over and he goes, Tony, God, I haven't seen you for years, how's it going, blah, blah, blah. Gives a hug, and I hug Greg Berger. And it was like, the fact that he remembered everyone is crazy, and the fact that he's done other conventions since the last time he was here in the UK, it's crazy that he remembers everyone. But yeah, he's just an absolutely top-notch dude, a really nice guy. So Thursday, sort of people sort of slotted in here and there, and then I was trying to remember what happened Thursday. I think we just sat in the bar for most of the day, um, and then we about tea time we all went out for food. Oh, we sorted the room out. Went to go sort the room out, and then we went out for food. And there was a huge gang of us went. Must have been at least 20 of us. Big shout out to Ruth. Chic and burp. Holy shit! I've never had so many burps come out. A tiny little, tiny little person, but she was like proper belching. Hats off, you know. Yeah, she's lovely. A friend Gail was as well. I think they're people that don't get other people don't interact with very much, if that makes sense. So we come, we're going for food, come with us. So we went to by this point I am now drunk. We went to TGI Fridays, and holy shit, that's a heart attack on a plate, and I'm just going, oh, this is amazing. But there was quite a few of us there, and then we sat hung out in the bar for most of the night, and then Friday morning, went down to breakfast. We got our wristbands and stuff like that, and then more people turned up, and I ran into people and exchanged people. Then we saw the Visionaries panel, which was brilliant. It was just, and they had a treatment for Visionaries movie that was just insane. It was just crazy. It's like whoever was writing this treatment was trying to get fired, because, as everybody knows, in Visionaries you got your two sides. You got your Darkling Lords, and then you got your Spectral Knights. Well, in this incarnation of Visionaries, you had the Darks and the Specs, which I'm sort of hearing this going, wait, what now? But that was held by the Mapes brothers, and they had some corking information, and they are going to do what what do they call him? I can't remember his name. He did all the Masters of the Universe books, and they're going to do a book like that with all the information and stuff like that. And I'm like, as soon as that goes available on Amazon, I'm like, fucking buy it now, you know. They've also got a load of audio tracks as well, like all the music files. So they're looking at making a CD, hopefully. So yeah, I'll be like, yep, shut up and take my energon cubes. And then Friday I was kind of more chilled, and I missed out on so many panels. It's crazy, and Friday night was just the night. People were there, chatting to people, talking to people, having a laugh, playing Cards Against Disney, which was a bit fucking weird. And, you know, it was just amazing. It was really cool. And then Saturday morning rolls around, and that's when things kick off proper. Although me and Lindsay didn't get up until about, I think, 9, and so I went down to breakfast, chilled out, had breakfast, because I was, like, really hungover. Shock, I know, right? So we kind of, oh, wait a minute, I'm just a bit out of frame there. There we go, that's better. So we went in the dealer's room. I went straight to, see, though, the dealer's room was it was mega busy in there, and I think having in demand near the doorway kind of made it a bit chocker. And it was kind of trying to manoeuvre around people. Toy Fu had just like 10 deep. In demand had 10 deep. Luckily, Spacebridge had no people there at that time, just as I got there. As I got there, more people showed up. And I bought my Soundwave reissue and that there. And then I'm running around looking for Graham the Collect 75, because he was only there for the day, and made sure I ran into him and had a quick chat, because I didn't chat to him last year because of, you know, so many people. Ran into Simon from Fingers on Plastic. I ran into so many people, and I'm going to forget names, and I do apologise. If I spoke to you, please mention it in the comments, because my brain is So we're going round, and then finally got to Toy Fu, and lo and behold, they had Black Zarak there, from the one from last year. And I spoke to Matt, and I said, is that the one from last year? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, we priced ourselves too high this year, last year. And I said, well, how much are you selling him for this year? And he went, 200. And I went, and then Lindsay stood next to me. Oh, no, sorry, before that, Lindsay comes rushing up to me and she says, I bought you a present. I was like, oh, right, okay. She goes, Transformer curtains for your review space. Yes, I ain't put them up yet, but because it's on a bar, so I need some rings. So I put one. She goes, I bought you a present. She bought me some Transformer curtains. She bought me my Cassette Boys t-shirt. What else? And she's so excited. And then that's when we went to Toy Fair, and that's when I was speaking to Matt, and he said 200 quid. And then he said, I think we priced ourselves too high. And then a little voice in my ear, Lindsay, she's like, do you want him? And I'm like, yes. Do you need him? And I'm like, yes. And she goes, buy him then. And I'm like, yeah, but I think it might skip me out. And she went, if you don't buy him, I will buy him for you. And I was like, right. So yeah, it was kind of like, oh my god, moment. So I just threw 200 quid at him, and then he handed it to Becca while he was trying to find me a bag to put him in, and Becca's kind of holding it like this, like I said on my whole video, and it was such a circle of life moment, and I wish I took a picture and I didn't. It was so funny. He was like being handed the baby Jesus, you know. And then I went round in the bar, kind of gloating, but kind of happy that I'd bought it. Going, I got a black Zarek all the way on, and everyone's going, congratulating me, like we got pregnant or something like that. And you know, it's like, oh, congratulations. You go, oh, well done. Don't look at him, don't touch him, and stuff like that. And he's more solid than you think he is, Black Zarek, by the way. It's just a few joints that aren't quite so solid, but anyway. So I'm going through the bar and I'm going, so I put him up in the room immediately because I thought he probably might get broke. So it was a case of the rest of the Saturday was in and out of the dealer's room, chatting to people, having a few drinks. Got another one off Toy Foo. I got Snarl, because I'm looking right at him, I can't think of his name. Snarl, G1 Snarl, and it was basically that. And we sat with Ray, Simon's mate Dean, who was his first time this year. It was a corking lad. I'd say Rogers, and I can't remember who else was sat with us. It was so bad memories. Like I say, I'm going to forget people. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. And the Saturday night was... So yeah, we cut to Saturday. Me and Lindsay decided we were just going to have a bit of a break because it was all a bit overwhelming. Only because it was just sensory overload. So we decided we're just going to nip out. Went out for McDonald's. Went around Asda, got a few bits and pieces. And just a nice disconnect for a few hours. You know, it was about an hour and a half we went. And it was, like I say, it was a lovely little disconnect. And we came back upstairs, chilled out for about half an hour. Again, it was just exactly what we needed. Just a bit of quiet time. And I was looking at some of my stuff that I'd bought, and we went, right, we need to get ready and go down to the cosplay. So I got a shower and got changed and stuff, and went down to the cosplay. And we just missed it, but we did manage to capture the moment of the guy dressed as Thunderclash who gave his, because he won. He gave his speech about, you know, many people, many hours doing this thing and dressing up, and because it's fun, we enjoy making the costume as much as wearing it and all that sort of stuff. And he gave his prize to the little girl dressed as Black Arachne, which was really cool. And you know what? Not a single fucking time this year, which was good. But the cosplay this year was really good. I mean, I saw a lot of the costumes as they were coming out. Really good, actually. Top notch. But that's the thing with the costumes anyway. The costumes are always top notch. Every year they get better and better and better. And it's just like, holy shit, you know? I mean, some of them are like professional quality, you know? So anyway, so then Dave and Leanne and Patrina, I think? I can't remember. Introduce the next segment, which was the Transformers animated script reading. Now, everybody there, right, thought that the actors, the voice actors there, Brian Drummond, Greg Berger, and Peter Spells were gonna act out the thing. But Marty Eisenberg comes up on stage and he says, "Well, basically, this is the first 3 episodes of season 4. It was a script treatment that he did, and it was sat in a drawer for like 10 years, right? And what happened next was unbelievable. Screen pops up, Phil Lamar comes out and says, 'Hello, TFNation,' and stuff like that, and then David Kay, Bill Faberbachy, Bumper Robinson, what's it called? Tom Kenny, David Kay, and holy shit, Corey fucking Burton, right? Marty Eisenberg got all the principal actors back except for Tara Strong. For some reason they couldn't get hold of Tara Strong, but Amy Morgan, oh my god, nailed it as Sari. And they put on the show. It was just, they read the script. It was, oh man, I wish somebody had animated it. Somebody's out there got the footage or whatever, and oh my god, that'd have been brilliant. But it was brilliant. And it was kind of weird as well, because you had the characters reading out their sort of stage directions as well. You know, you had like Corey Burton going, "Megatron is feeling sarcastic but looking evil," all that sort of stuff, and then saying the line. And Dave Wallace, oh my god, fucking legend, he was editing that. He only got the audio for that for like the day before, so he was editing that right until 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon. Fucking hats firmly off, mate. You know, doffed in awe. You know, and that was fantastic, and everybody's, you know, afterwards everybody's got like the biggest collective grin that you could ever see. You know, I mean, you could almost hear the collective grin. And man, oh my god, this animated, brilliant. And the best part of it is, only those people in the room got to see it, and that is amazing. You know, the fact that BotCon doesn't get this shit and TFCon doesn't get this shit, but TFNation fucking does. You know? And, yeah, fucking yeah. So, all fucking good. But, after that, they did the Improvicons, which were, oh, it was hilarious. It was such a good show they put on. Peter Spellos and his improv workshop group, the Improvicons, and they did a fantastic show. A bit like Whose Line Is It Anyway? He's shouting out into the audience, and the audience shouting back answers and things like that. And they are doing, you know, it's like, so we need somewhere people might meet on a first date, that kind of thing. And somebody shouted IKEA. I guess that's where people go on a first date. And it was hilarious. It really was funny. And it was a nice change of pace as well. You know, because you can be a bit... I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I love Transformers. And you can get... There's my phone. You can get a bit oversaturated over the weekend. And it was a nice bit of disconnect. Although they did bring it back to Transformers. But it was fucking brilliant. Real done. Well done to everybody who acted on there. Because apparently that was the first time they'd acted in front of anyone. So that is brilliant, fantastic. So then the Saturday night, a certain Miss Blecken showed up, to the surprise of everyone, and she was well received, and that makes me happy. And she will be back next year. Yeah. What makes it even better is, what makes it the best part of it is, Ross. Always gives me shit about not doing it, because every year I turn up and go, not doing it, bottled it at the last second, which is partly true and partly kind of, you know what, I'm going to build everybody's, you know, when this year, oh, you're not going to fucking do it, that's when I turn up most. And he fucked off back to his hotel room by the time I'd come back out. Yeah, it was hilarious, and he missed it, and he wanted to see it more than anyone. And Rojas described Mon Mon as with deliciously Decepticon purple shoes. So, I like that, She will be back next year. She may be back for 2 nights, or 3 nights, or even all the nights, who knows. And if you would like to see Mon Mon, give us this channel a fucking big thumbs up. So anyway, that was the Saturday. Again, I got very drunk. I had wine, and if Mon Mon has wine, Mon Mon gets very drunk. So that's what I mean. We went to bed about 3 o'clock, I think. And oh yeah, while I was getting ready, the fucking bed broke, didn't it? Yep, the wheel snapped. So that was fun. Yeah, sleeping on the floor that night has knackered my fucking shoulder. Still hurts. I'm off on Wednesday. I'm going to go see doctor on Wednesday. But it really fucking hurts sleeping on that fucking concrete floor. Because they didn't have a bed for us, did they? But they've given us a complimentary upgrade to a suite for next year. So, yes, extra room. And it's not costing us any more, which is great. So, yeah, there was that. And then there was, I'm not going to say it, but there was a couple of incidents with the dancers, but I didn't see any of it, so I can't comment. I'm just going to put that to bed now. It was so bad. Apparently, they've changed the weekend so that our TFNation and their convention don't clash. So, but that's again, I didn't see any of it, so I can't comment on it. But Sunday night was very much the chilled affair. When it had all finished up and that, we were all a bit teary-eyed watching people go. It was nice to see fucking Sammy again this year, because he didn't come last year, which is a shame, but I'd love to see Sammy. I didn't get a chance to speak to him that much, which is a massive shame, because, again, there was just so many people there, so many people, and I chatted to everyone and anyone and everyone. It was just crazy. But big shout out to Natalie who helped me get ready on Saturday night. Love you so much. Thank you. Big shout out to Lindsay, my girlfriend, who absolutely fucking enjoyed it. I mean, she's a bit of a nerd. She's a big Doctor Who fan and a big Harry Potter fan. Not so much Transformers, although I am slowly brainwashing her into robots, and I think it shows, which is good. But yeah, she had a bit of a bad time a couple of weeks leading up to TFN. I'm not going to go into details, but she let loose, and I've never seen anybody smile the whole time. She was proper happy, and it was nice to see. But yeah, big shout out to everybody I spoke to, everybody I've forgotten by name, because I'm really sorry, and there were a few people I didn't get a chance to speak to that much. Again, I didn't get a chance to speak to Mark or Simon this year that much. We did have a little bit, but not much. But it's just, like I say, there was just so many people there. And I fucking enjoyed every minute of it. I really did. To a point where I was proper fucking upset coming home. I was really, 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 really full on melancholy. This is before we'd even left. Because I had a bit of it to do with work. Because they'd put me in Monday, even though on the calendar at work it was not in. I was not in, but yeah, they wanted me in at 12. I'm like, well, I can't get there. I'm in Birmingham still. So yeah. Anyway, that's just a mistake. It was just thinking, but it kind of wound me up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, we left Birmingham about I think it was about 11:11. I think it was exactly on my phone when I checked, because my friend Zoe messaged at that time. That's when I looked at the clock, and we got home about 1:30, so about 2 hours drive home, and that was it. That was it done, and it was just a fantastic weekend, the highlight of my year. And thinking about it now has upset me a little bit, because I don't get to see my friends till next year, and it's upsetting, and considering most of them I consider family rather than just friends. And it sort of upsets me because I can't, because the thing is, when they have meetups, they're always in places I can't get to, like London, for example. London is so so damn expensive that I can't get there. Prohibitively. There we go. No, I can't say it. That's how fucked up I am still. 'Cause it's so warm, I can't think straight. I'm so sweaty. Yeah, so we are looking at doing a northern meet. We have suggested certain places because there's a lot of us that live up this way. Rick and Mary only here in Halifax. Johnny the Dwarf Porn Star and his lovely lady, and I forget your name right now, I'm so sorry. Not Levi, is it? I can't remember, I'm so sorry. They only live Batley, and then you've got Monkey's End. Oh yeah, Jim and his lovely missus. They're only Manchester, and oh my god, he's lost so much weight, you won't recognise him. I didn't get a chance to speak to you either very much. You know, and then I said Natalie and Chris are up for coming up as well, and so yeah, we're gonna try and make it. Oh, and Nicole and Paul, newbies. So glad to meet you. You were so cool. Spent most of the weekend with you, didn't we? Which is no bad thing. Excuse me. But yeah, it was just a fantastic weekend. Again, didn't speak to Thew that much. I got a couple of words out of him, and we got a photo a couple of times, and you know, and met Nick's mate Tom, who was a right laugh, who was doing Welsh Michael Knight impression, Kit from Knight Rider impressions, which we were laughing, and it was just fantastic, and it's just amazing. And I'm sad that I've got to wait an entire year to see all you guys. So if you want to come up to Hull, message me when you come in. I can arrange time off work, and then we can hang out. I'll show you spiders is this, and we will have a good laugh and show you some geek shops. There's a couple in Hull that have opened recently, and so yeah, there's a few geek shops around. So yeah, so that's me. That's my thoughts on the old a new sensation of TFNation. Bring on 2020 though. Oh yeah, because next year they're having a Transformers Prime theme, so that should be cool. I'm not exactly sure what they're going to be doing with that, but or if they get any voice actors, or probably will, but you know, something will be amazing, because Transformers Prime, I've said this before, when I first saw it I was a bit hesitant, and then the first season I thought was a bit but after that it does get really good. The second season especially is great. And the Decepticons are the stars of that show, without question. The Autobots are a bit dull, if I'm honest, but the Decepticon characters are amazing. But yeah, so anyway, that's me, that's this video. Please give this a huge like if you'd like to see Monica back. Hit subscribe, hit that notification bell when they don't tell you I've got new videos out, and if you would be a good darling to check out my other videos and of TFNation, Transformers reviews, Star Trek reviews, and check out my Patreon. I've got some cool rewards over there. If you wouldn't mind, that would be awesome. You don't have to, but if you would, that'd be brilliant. So I've prattled on for about half an hour of my TFNation experience. Miss it, love it, miss it, love it, miss it, love it. Miss all of you, sexy, glorious bastards. And I will see you, hopefully, sooner than next year. But I will definitely see the rest of you next year. And those who are only there for the day, fucking get there for the weekend. You can always, you know, share rooms with each other, but fucking get there for the weekend. Experience it all in one go, you know, because the panels and everything like that, there's stuff happening on Saturday night and stuff like that. So if you can get down there for the weekend, fucking do it. It'd be brilliant. Anyway, I've been Sam with SG1, your gracious host, and I will catch you all very soon. Adios.